Hi everyone and welcome back to another lesson from Korean Studio. My name is Kim Gi-hwan. In this video, we're going to learn useful sentences you can use to order food and make requests when you go to a Korean barbecue restaurant. So let's first take a look at how we can order food. And first, here's what the waiter can ask to take our order. 주문하시겠어요? 주문하시겠어요? Now this question means would you like to order? The main verb is 주문하다, which means to order. And the ending 시겠어요 means would like to. So when we add 시겠어요 to the stem of 주문하다, we can make 주문하시겠어요. And this means would you like to order? And in natural speech, it sounds like 주문하시겠어요? 주문하시겠어요? Then in response, if we want to order 2 portions of pork belly, we can say 네, 삼겹살 2인분 주세요. 네, 삼겹살 2인분 주세요. First, we have 네, which means yes. Then we state what we want to order. And here we have 삼겹살, meaning pork belly. And then we have this key phrase, 2인분, and it means 2 portions. 2 is the Sino-Korean number for 2, and 인분 means portions. So whenever we order food in portions, we use the word 인분 with Sino-Korean numbers. So if you want to order 1 portion of something, we would say 1인분. And to order 3 portions of something, we would say 3인분. And lastly, we have this phrase 주세요, which means please give me. And this combines the verb 주다, meaning to give, and the ending 세요, which we can use to make polite requests. So altogether, 네, 삼겹살 2인분 주세요 means yes, please give me 2 portions of pork belly. 네, 삼겹살 2인분 주세요. Now, while you're having your meal, it's very common in Korean restaurants to make additional requests because we often ask for more side dishes like kimchi, or we can also ask for more sauces, drinks, and so on. So to make this additional request for something, you can say a sentence like this. 저기요, 반찬 좀 더 주세요. 저기요, 반찬 좀 더 주세요. Now this sentence means, excuse me, please give us some more side dishes. And first we have 저기요, and this means excuse me. And we can use this phrase to catch someone's attention. So in Korean restaurants, rather than having to make eye contact before making our request, we can slightly raise our voice and say 저기요, 저기요, and make ourselves heard to the server. Then we state what we want to ask for. And in this sentence, we have 반찬, which means side dish. Then we have the word 좀, meaning little or some. 더 means more. And lastly, we have the phrase 주세요 again, which means please give me or please give us. So altogether, 저기요, 반찬 좀 더 주세요. Please give us some more side dishes. 저기요, 반찬 좀 더 주세요. Now, to ask for other things, you can simply replace 반찬 with the thing that you want to ask for. Here are 2 more example sentences. 저기요, 상추 좀 더 주세요. Excuse me, please give us some more lettuce. 저기요, 상추 좀 더 주세요. 저기요, 물 좀 더 주세요. Excuse me, please give us some more water. 저기요, 물 좀 더 주세요. Now, another really common request at Korean barbecue restaurants is to request for the grill to be changed. Because when you cook meat on a grill, they will inevitably sometimes burn and leave burn marks on the grill. And when this happens, you can ask for the grill to be replaced. And to make this request, you can say a sentence like this. 저기요, 판 좀 갈아주세요. 저기요, 판 좀 갈아주세요. And again, we begin with 저기요, which means excuse me. And again, we raise our voice a little to make ourselves heard. Then we have this word 판, and this comes from the word 불판, which means grill. But we can just say 판, and it means grill. Then we have 좀, and in this sentence, 좀 has a different meaning, and we use 좀 in this sentence as a way of being more polite. And we often use 좀 in sentences where we're making a request, and 좀 helps to make the sentence more polite. Then we have the verb phrase 갈아주세요, and this means please change. The main verb is 갈다, which means to change, as in to replace. And then we add the ending 주다. And we use the ending 주다 to talk about doing something for someone. So 갈아주다 means to change something for someone. And at the end, we add 세요 to make this verb phrase polite. So altogether, we can use 갈아주세요 to politely request for something to be changed, for something to be replaced. 저기요, 판 좀 갈아주세요. Please change the grill. 저기요, 판 좀 갈아주세요. Lastly, when you pay for a meal at a Korean restaurant, and this applies to any restaurant in Korea, you can just walk up to the paying counter, which is usually by the exit of the restaurant, and pay for the meal. So you don't have to sort of try to make that awkward eye contact and ask for the bill. You can just get up and walk up to the paying counter and pay for the meal. But sometimes there is nobody at the paying counter because everyone's sort of busy working in the restaurant. So in these situations, to indicate that you are there to pay for the meal, you can say something like this. 저기요, 계산이요. 저기요, 계산이요. So again, we have 저기요 as a way of saying excuse me. And then we have this phrase 계산이요. This word 계산 means calculation, but we often use this word to talk about paying for a meal. And 계산 here is a noun. And sometimes when we want to say noun on its own, to make that noun phrase polite, we can add either 이요 or 요. And we add 이요 if the noun ends in a 받침, such as 계산, which ends in a 니은 받침. But if a noun ends in a vowel, then we would just add 요. So if we wanted to ask for 소주, and we just want to say 소주, then we would say 소주요, 소주요. And lastly, to indicate that you'll pay by card, you can say 카드로 계산할게요. 카드로 계산할게요. 카드 means card, and here we use the particle 로. And one of the uses of the particle 로 is to talk about the method of doing something. And here we use the particle 로 to say that the method of payment will be card. And lastly, we have the verb phrase 계산할게요. The main verb is 계산하다, which means to pay, and then we add the ending 리을게요, which we use to talk about our intention to do something. So it's similar to the English word will. So 계산할게요 means I will pay. 저기요, 계산이요. 카드로 계산할게요. Okay, so in this lesson, we have learned how to order food in a Korean barbecue restaurant, how to make additional requests, such as side dishes, and how to ask for the grill to be changed. And we also learned some useful sentences we can use when we are paying for the meal. So next time you go to a Korean barbecue restaurant, have a go at using some of the sentences you have seen in this video. That's it for today, and I look forward to seeing you soon again. Bye-bye.